My experience, brilliant, wonderful, extraordinary, unparalleled. I could keep on going. It's almost impossible, I guess this might be the only exception, where you find a place, a community, where everyone is really accepting, where everyone wants to know you as an artist, as a person.
It's a really unique experience, I think, when you're thinking about being, in high school and someone says, hey, you have a talent, we recognize that talent. Why don't you meet other people that are gifted like you are, and you can start to have conversations about what it means, to dedicate your life to art, or at least even dedicate these 3 weeks to art and thinking about what place art would play in your life after. This is a place where, this is a place of discovery, I feel like. That's the gift of GSA.
I was really intimidated the first day because, there's so many awesome people that are here and they all love what they do and they're so immersed in their art forms, and it was just crazy to see that the people that are all here together, they have all not really the same interests, but the same intensity in their art forms, and it was just it's been awesome to see the dedication that everyone has to their own passions and their own interests.
It has been amazing, like completely different than what I thought originally. I thought I was going to be alone and scared, being the only one from my school, and it's completely the opposite. I made so many friends, and everyone is so accepting of who you are, and no one judges you, and everyone's just super, super nice.
I believe that GSA creates an environment of artistic development. In a way, you're not only immersed in your own art, and this is something that's very different with other programs as well. You're immersed in the arts, so we have collaboration with other disciplines. They get a chance to see what they do, and I think a lot of the students are changed because they realize that all of the arts are looking for the same thing. We're looking for the truth.
Now that I'm here, someone said something to me that was really, really impactful. It said, respect art even if you don't understand it. And so even if I don't understand someone else's creation, it's definitely helped me appreciate the art that people have made.
Before here, I was like, oh, okay, arts might not be a stable career, I don't know if I really want to do that. But now I've seen so many people come in, morning performances and evening performances, that have a career in the arts and they're making it, and it's just amazing to know that that's there for me and I can keep arts in my life forever.
You're here for a reason, and you're here because somebody said you can do what you want to do and you have the power to do it. And we're going to help inspire you to do that and bring people who are also just like you to do that as well. And I think that being surrounded by people like that is incredibly important, and that is why GSA is so special.
Whether or not you realize it, everything is designed, the chair you sit in or the TV shows you watch, everything there's art behind it all.
In architecture and design, we're seeking to produce students that, after GSA, begin to question less what architecture and design actually is and asking the question of what it can do. And I think that's what the true power of design actually is the ability to engage the world and ask questions as well as answer real problems.
Well, when I first came here, I was pretty much set on just design, not so much the architecture aspect of it. And I kind of realized the relationship between the two, and it's so much more connected than I thought previously.
I really like it here. There's so many kids that I don't have back at home, that there's just so many people here just like me, and it's really fun to be around them and kind of learn and feed off of them to bring everyone's different backgrounds and disciplines into my own.
We always say that writing is this process of finding your individual voice, and there's no pressure for the student to say at the end of this program, now I know what my voice is, but we want to see those steps where they're kind of coming into their own, where they're writing about where they're from and they're owning that and they're describing it in a way that only a person in that space could. I think that's the beauty of writing. It's the beauty of Kentucky writing. We're so many things. We're urban and we're rural, and all of our writers take all of that into account and really show us their unique space in these 120 counties that we call Kentucky.
There's just so many things that I didn't know, and being able to learn that from people who really know what they're talking about. I've never had a mentor like that before. Has not only helped me extremely within my own art form, but also just, I think, as a person, helping me grow into becoming a person who knows and understands how to advance, while living in life. I don't know. Yeah.
But I don't know how to explain it. It's what we do is we just try to find the stories that mean something to us, or the stories that people won't tell, and we tell them, and we tell them in ways that people haven't read before.
So cut, slide, back side, front, slide. Okay. Yeah.
GSA has been a very life-changing and opening experience, just for the reasons that you're getting to meet new people and you're getting to do the art form that you like the most every day, and you get to meet new people that care just as much about your art form as you do.
My primary concern for them is that they leave here as an artist. So I think a lot of them come in with a really strong technical background, and that's something that they can get back home, but oftentimes in a studio setting, people aren't encouraged to find their own voice in dance, and so that's something that I definitely focus on through my composition classes, and then the other faculty as well. Who are they in this world? Who are they within the genre, and what can that then bring to their community and to the world?
I see my future differently now, because before coming to GSA, I didn't really know I didn't know if I wanted to do company when I got older, if I wanted to start a company, if I wanted to do anything like that. But now, towards the end of GSA, I'm realizing seeing different dance companies come and teach us, and seeing different styles come and teach us. I'm getting a new look on what I want to do, where I want to go, just because talking to the people that give us the master classes, they tell us what colleges they went to, how they did it. So it makes me think maybe I could do this instead of that. So
I also hope that through the entire GSA process that they become more open people, open to different ideas, open to different people, different ways of life, different cultures that they may have not been exposed to, and through that acceptance that I feel like we really teach here in the dance department and in general.
I'm for sure able to open up more, because before this I was really like always had my guard up, never really let anybody in, but like here I can just trust everybody, and it's such like a judgmental free place that I don't know, I'm so open to everybody and every new style of everything.
When people say that GSA like makes you a different person, they're not kidding. And whenever I'm here, I feel the need and I feel the passion to make art. And I think that's always a really, really important thing to have. But at GSA, there's so many other people that have the same feeling about it. And it's just the best atmosphere I've ever been in for my art.
We hope that they take the experience that they have here, the positive experience that they have here in their art form, and bring it back to their community so that they can be a pillar of hope for their artistic community, whatever that might be. And sometimes there's a lack of that where they come from. So giving them tools and techniques that they can use on their own to continue to practice when they're outside of this awesome environment, that they can go home and know that they have exercises and things that they can do on their own to continue to improve, and then bringing that into their school and their community, and raising the bar for everyone to be the role model for the state of Kentucky for theater. It's pretty cool.
For anyone like that's thinking about auditioning for GSA, just do it. Like there's nothing that can go bad. If you go to an audition and you think you did terrible, that's audition experience. And if you get in, it will be the best thing you do up until this point in your life, and maybe ever.
Like holding a piece of music in your hand is nothing. That's not music. Music comes from within.
As a chamber music program, we try to prepare the students for the kinds of experiences that they're going to have in the professional music world. And we teach them real life skills like discipline, self-reliance, how to work well with others, how to think creatively. You know, I think students these days are constantly told what to do. We try to teach them the why. Why is this done this way?
Enjoyment and appreciation for music and all art forms is really what art is about, and sharing that and expressing with others is what art was meant for. And that's the job of an artist, is to express to other people, not to impress, but to express what they're trying to feel and connect with people.
I think that GSA's opened my mind to where my art can take me, because I always thought about just in an artistic way, but it can really move people in new ways, and being here and being open to other art forms and what they can, show you and how you can experience them in all different forms and ways. It's really eye-opening.
I think that the GSA experience helps to create good human beings. Our world is very fragmented and extremely volatile. And if we can teach our students to listen, to keep an open mind, to look for solutions beyond the right here and now, to be empathetic, which is a choice, then maybe we will have a better world and a better future to move forward to.
My favorite thing about GSA has been the friendships I'll make forever. In a line that we sing in one of our songs, we say, I can't wait to see you again, it's only a matter of time. And I think that really speaks true, because after GSA, I'll be missing all my friends. I'm gonna be like, man, I can't wait to see you guys, because we've just gotten so close. We've lived with each other for 3 weeks and haven't seen anybody else. So after these 3 weeks, I'm just gonna miss everybody, but I know that we'll always have musical theater and art to keep us together, and we'll see each other every now and then.
Typically, a lot of what we're doing is just kind of maintaining self-care with the students. They have a lot going on during the studio day. So after it's all said and done, they come back and we take care of them and get them ready to go for the next day, because it is a hard 3 weeks. There's a lot of studio stuff going on. And then we're also kind of teaching these kids independence as they move forward into their college careers. They're kind of learning what it's like to live in the residence life of not just GSA but also the college experience.
We plan a lot of activities for the students to keep them entertained during the 3 weeks. So we plan a lot for the 4th of July, a dance. We take them to religious services on the weekend if they choose to attend those. And we play sports throughout the week if that's something they want to participate in.
I think that this is like the most free I've been. I've been able to kind of like establish new perspectives on different things that I've never really thought about before. And it's kind of showed me more about who I am as an artist.
The things that I think new media brings to its students is sort of a more advanced sort of communication. So communicating things through your images in more distinct ways, or collaboration. The collaboration they do in video is really something that transfers into other real life situations, into projects they will work on at school, in university, and the rest of their lives. They will need to be able to use those two things to collaborate, to communicate with the people around them, whether they're doing that visually or otherwise.
It's like you start with one perspective, but then by the end of it, you're like, wait, I could have done this, I could do this with it. So I think you kind of learn more about who you are, and through these challenges, you're kind of learning like, who am I and how do I create art?
At GSA, we really try to foster a sense of community and creativity. We really feel it's important for students to learn how to feed their souls and how to develop passion about what they do.
GSA, it's given me the tools that I need to make myself be a great artist. And even if someone didn't necessarily become the next Picasso or the next Van Gogh in the 3 weeks that they were here, they now have the tools that Susie, Annabelle, Bobby, and Sarah have given us, and now they really can go forth and make great art, in whatever field that they choose to pursue.
There isn't any kind of word or any combination of words that I could use to describe exactly how it feels to be here. But being around everybody who is almost exactly like you and shares the passion and drive that you do for your art form and for all other art forms, it's completely inspiring. And I've learned so much as a result, not just in my own art form, but how to talk to people and how to use my skills in conjunction with everyone else's to create something beautiful.
I always think that the arts are very important for confidence, for personality, for discipline. So I hope that that kind of information and what they can take from learning an art form moves them into adulthood, and then makes them better adults, makes them better citizens, makes them better global citizens, and maybe hopefully will open them up to new ideas and new perspectives.